As Tennessee prepares to take on Kentucky this weekend, I want to take a few minutes and talk about what Tennessee quarterback Hendon Hooker needs to do against this Kentucky defense to put Tennessee in the best position possible. And with Kentucky coming off their loss to Mississippi State quarterback Will Rogers was 36 of 39. So a hell of a performance by him as far as completion percentage goes. But Kentucky's defense, what they're going to try to do to Hendon Hooker and what they do to every quarterback is they're really going to make you earn it in the passing game. They don't get a ton of pressure. They don't get a lot of interceptions. I think they have 3 interceptions on the year, but they don't give up a lot of big plays. Their biggest pass play this year so far is only 41 yards. So they're going to make Hendon Hooker really earn it and earn it downfield, be consistent time after time, completion after completion. So if you're Hendon Hooker, you go in the game and you kind of it's harder said than done, but you mimic what Will Rogers did. You have to make accurate throws in the tight windows and really earn it and really just stay on the field and have consistent plays. Also, if you're Hendon Hooker, I think you could have some potential success on the ground on the run game. Kentucky's defense is much better against the run than against the pass, and so I think I don't know if Tennessee's going to be able to get their run game going with their traditional running attack like they have been the past few games. So if you're Hendon Hooker, if you can get some success going on the ground, that can really open up some things as well. So we're going to take a few minutes and look at this Kentucky defense and look at what I really mean by making the quarterback earn it. And then we're going to look at some Hendon Hooker plays and some plays that I think he's going to have to do on a consistent basis to beat this Kentucky team and have success against this Kentucky defense. It's going to be a hell of a game. But before we dive into the film, I just want to encourage y'all to consider subscribing to the channel if you like any quarterback-related content. So let's get into the Kentucky defense and then a few clips from Hendon Hooker as well. So here's the best example of what we just talked about kind of in the intro part of the video is Kentucky's going to make you earn it, right? Their longest pass play is 41 yards, like we talked about, and so they're going to give you some of this underneath stuff, but they're going to force you to complete it, which Will Rogers did a good job of last week. So we're going to see Kentucky only brings 3 here. They drop 8 into coverage. Have a cover 3s kind of scheme here. Got thirds going on. And then you see Will Rogers will have a hole shot right here for a first down. So again, they're going to give you some throws, but they're going to force you to complete it time after time again to keep those drives alive, and Rogers was able to do that. So we see starts here, comes up. This is where the hole shot is here. Able to make a good throw for a first down. So if you're Hendon Hooker, not forcing things downfield. They don't create a lot of turnovers or get a ton of pressure on the quarterback. They just force the quarterback to earn it. And so if you're Hendon Hooker, know that going in and know that, hey, these are successful plays right here. Just play after play after play and being consistent if you're Hendon Hooker. But this was a great example to I think, start the kind of film breakdown with. Let's go on and look at some more clips. So this right here is a hell of a throw from Will Rogers. It makes his performance even more impressive. So initially, Kentucky's just bringing 3, and then they have a delayed blitz bringing 4 here. So again, dropping 7 into coverage. So it's pretty tight windows to throw back here, and Will Rogers is able to throw it downfield, middle of the field as well, into a tight space for a big play here, actually. So we're going to see delayed blitz by the backer. Again, I think they'll probably have a spy on Hendon Hooker, which again could open up some kind of flare passes to the run back out of the backfield, but I won't get on a tangent there. I want to continue to go over this play. So we'll see. Good job in the pocket. And again, a great example of Kentucky making the quarterback earn it. Watch this throw here. Boom, I know it's kind of grainy video. I apologize, but there's not a lot of room for error right there. The receiver is able to catch it. Good job there by Will Rogers and able to pick up a big play there. So again, Hendon Hooker is going to have to earn it and is going to have to make some completions like this downfield to keep the drives alive, right? It doesn't have to be deep balls because Kentucky doesn't give it up a lot, but these short or intermediate throws, I think that intermediate throws are what really could help Tennessee if they're able to complete those type of balls. Let's go look at a few more examples of this Kentucky defense. So this play is not going to look like much. It's going to be just a dump off to the back out of the backfield, but he picks up the first down. But I think throws like this having in the game plan are going to help Hendon Hooker stay comfortable and to be able to complete those short and intermediate throws a bit more downfield. It's also going to keep the Kentucky defense from dropping back all the time, right? But I think you're going to have to, again, be okay with taking these throws. And again, another example of Kentucky's defense making you earn it here. Just a dump-off pass right there. So whether Tennessee does those short screens that they do, whether it's planned or whether it's not planned like this, I think taking what the defense gives you there, having your guys make a guy miss, good job there, and then get upfield. So again, I think this is another way if you just tell some of your playmakers, running backs, receivers, to win in open space, that you're going to have some one-on-one plays. And if they're able to do that, that's another way to keep drives alive. But again, another example of Kentucky making the offense earn it. So here Kentucky is deciding to bring pressure. It's a three-man front again. So you think, okay, pre-snap read, probably bringing only 3 or 4, dropping 7 or 8. That's not the case here. They end up bringing 6. So if you're Hendon Hooker, knowing that, hey, there is time that pressure is coming, this is such a hell of a throw here. Much tougher than it looks. From the left hash of the field, pressure in his face, accurate throw in a corner route. Doesn't have a lot of room for error. Is able to drop it right there. So again, this will be one of the last clips we'll look at. But I think this kind of hammers home the point that throws are going to be there against Kentucky's defense, but they make you earn it time after time. You got to be accurate, and Hendon Hooker is accurate. He takes care of the football. So there could be some potential plays like this for Hooker there. But again, Kentucky's going to make you earn it, make you have an accurate ball downfield to be successful. That's a hell of a throw right there against pretty good coverage. So here's an example of how or where I think Hooker will be able to use his legs. So right here, unlike the other clips where guys are dropping back, they're actually going to have a delayed blitz here, and we're going to see Rodgers get sacked here. But if you're Hendon Hooker, you have the ability to escape this pressure. So coming, holding. If you're Hooker, you're going to have the speed to get out here and make a play with your legs. Rodgers does not have the same athleticism that Hooker has, but I do think Hooker is going to have some potential to use his legs and get the run game going, whether it's scrambling or whether it's quarterback design runs against the Kentucky defense. I think he's going to have to beat Kentucky. But just an example of something that Rodgers was not able to do that Hendon Hooker will be able to do or has the potential to do. So here's a touchdown pass from Hooker against Ole Miss, and these are the type of throws he's going to have to make against Kentucky, like the clips that we just saw, being able to fit the balls in a tight space, and then like Kentucky, like we said, Kentucky's going to force you to beat them, and I think Hooker has the potential and will have the opportunities to do that. He's got to complete them. So we can see a deep little skinny post here. We call it a bang route. Good coverage actually, but Hooker's able to fit the ball into a tight window here for a touchdown. We'll see route and fake handoffs, gets the eyes back around. Again, not a lot of room for error, right? That's a hell of a throw, actually. 1, 2, let's go ahead and count 3 guys, kind of that triangle right here, we'll call it, that he's able to fit that ball in for a touchdown. So again, making throws like this and really earning it, he has the capability to do that. But again, Kentucky's going to have you make some tough throws. And so if Tennessee wants to win this game, I think having some completions like that, making tough throws will be key for Tennessee. So here's another hole shot from Hooker. It's a 3rd and 12 against Ole Miss, and he does a good job dropping the ball right into like the hole, the zone shot here. Again, just going off kind of the whole point of the video. Kentucky's going to make Hendon Hooker earn it, and he has the ability to do that. But you have to do it time after time, be consistent with it. We're going to see right here is that hole shot coming. Does a good job fitting it right in there. If he leads him, that could be too much. If he underthrows him, that could be a pick. He drops it right in there. Nice 2-ball, we'll call it. Was not a ton of velocity, but it's not kind of thrown up in the air either. It's right in the middle. Good ball there by Hooker. Ends up being is that a touchdown? I can't remember. But regardless, the point remains the same. The ability to make those type of throws, Hendon Hooker definitely does have. So here's where I think the potential X factor could be for Tennessee to win this game is get Hendon Hooker going in the run game here. And Kentucky's defense did a good job against their running quarterbacks from Florida, but besides that, there hasn't really been a huge threat as far as a running game from the quarterback position. And Hendon Hooker is a much better passer right now than the Florida quarterback. So I think comparing that threat, if he's able to get the run game going, design runs, I think getting him going in the run game is something that could potentially be the X factor for Tennessee to win the game against Kentucky's defense. So again, Kentucky's defense doesn't get a ton of turnovers, right? They don't have a lot of interceptions. They don't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback as far as sacks goes, but they make the quarterback earn it. So if you're Hendon Hooker, being consistent and not trying to force anything are the keys to the game. And if he can get his legs going and get the run game going, I think that could open up some things as well, and that could be the X factor against this Kentucky defense. But I want to hear from you. What do you think Hendon Hooker needs to do against Kentucky's defense? What did I miss? Am I completely wrong? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the next quarterback-related video.